Pushing Pistons here. I'm at the Honda headquarters here in California, and I'm going to show you guys the 2022 Honda Civic that got announced about a week ago. So let's do a walk around on this and show you guys just an overview of the car. This one right here is the sport trim. It's platinum white, and it's got an HPD pack, so we'll talk about that too. Right here you can see there's these full LED lights and these LED daytime running lights, which looks sick. You have these HPD accents down here. Overall, it looks really aggressive. And you do have 18-inch black wheels, and they actually sit pretty nicely within the fenders right there. Because this is the sport trim, you have blacked out mirror caps, and because this is the HPD pack, you have that side skirt down there, and it says HPD right there, which is really cool. If you go around the back right here, and again, for people who are joining, this is the 2022 Honda Civic, and I'm at Honda HQ, so we're going to go through a lot of stuff. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. So we can answer them at the end. So around the back here, again, sport HPD pack. You do have deck lid spoiler, blacked out emblems right here, and this HPD one, which is actually really cool. I like that right there. But overall, looks really clean. So, all right, so to show you guys some more of the exterior, I'm going to invite over Carl Pulley from Honda. Hey Carl, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing. Nice to see you, bud.
Same here. So, tell us, what do you do with Honda?
Well, I've been at Honda for about 20 years, and I currently work in the public relations department, and I'm super excited about this 11th generation Civic, guys. I mean, this is just fantastic. Now, the 10th generation has been hugely successful, and as you know, Abdullah, 1.7 million of those vehicles sold in the US alone with the 10th generation. So, obviously for the designers and engineers, it's like, don't mess with success, but to stay ahead, you've got to move forward. But what they did to move forward is they looked back a little bit at some of their historical Civics and try to get some inspiration. And they really landed on the third generation of Civic, which they call the Wonder Civic. And it had this wonderful, clean and clear design with a long hood and expansive greenhouse. So they kind of hooked on that with the sense of clean and clear, and that's what they worked on here. So they worked on this more athletically sporty Civic.
Looks aggressive. Is it any significantly like wider, longer than the last generation? Can you talk about that?
Well, interesting you say that, because when people look at it, they're like, oh, it's much bigger. But actually, it's the same size as the current Civic.
Wow.
It's just an inch longer, but the width is the same, the height is the same. But that's all to do with this wonderful design, with this long, low hood that drops down at the nose. We have these lower LED headlights, and then the grille is below the level of the headlights, and this wonderful big air intake that really kind of creates this wide planted look. I mean, it's athletically sporty, and if we look around the side, the A-pillars were moved back by 2 inches, and the front of the hood was lowered an inch, and it really accentuates the length of that hood, gives it a sense of power underneath. Also, it shortened this area here to really accentuate those beautiful 18-inch wheels that you talked about. One of the big design elements is this long character line that runs from the front all the way to the rear and connects those LED headlights, and it really gives that sense of length. The wheelbase is a little bit longer, and the vehicle is about 1.5 inches longer, but the rear overhang is shorter. The front overhang is a little bit longer for good crash protection. So it really gives it that really premium, sporty design. And this other character line that comes to the lower and then hooks up here towards the rear gives it a little bit more heft at the rear. So it really feels as though it's on its haunches, ready to launch forward. Exactly.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe. Can you tell me, like, a lot of people want to know the engines, what engines are we going to get in these new Civics?
Absolutely. So this is the Sport, and that's the Touring. We have two different powertrains. This one has a 2-liter normally aspirated 4-cylinder VTEC engine.
Oh, nice.
Puts out 158 horsepower and 138 foot-pounds of torque, but amazingly gets better fuel economy than the previous generation. The Touring, the top 2 trims, get the 1.5-litre turbocharged engine that also has VTEC on the exhaust valves. And the power's been bumped up to 180 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. And amazingly still, fuel economy was improved on that one as well.
Wow. All right. Well, this was the outside walk around. If you guys, people who are tuning in right now, we're at the Honda HQ going over the 2022 Civic. We just did a quick walk around the outside, but I know this one has a lot of the bells and whistles on the inside, so let's check that out.
Absolutely. So that whole clean and clear look to the interior comes into the interior as well. Notice this is the thing that wowed me the most, is how different and how different it is from the current generation Civic, but also for any other vehicle out there. And obviously the big thing that really you notice is this wonderful long horizontal honeycomb grille that not only looks beautiful and premium, but it hides the vents.
Yeah.
And it has these great little controls that kind of self-center. And so you still have full functionality of the vents, but also they're hidden. So it really kind of gives that clean and clear look. And also, as you just noted,
sounds really satisfying.
These are so satisfying to operate. I mean, they have this wonderful click and feel to them. So every touch point that you reach for, it comes to hand. It really assists, you know, driving, whether it's the paddle shifters, the shape of the steering wheel. Another cool feature is this finger shelf, which is soft touch material that anchors your hand when you're using the color touchscreen. And the color touchscreen is standard, 9-inch on the 2 upper trims, and then a 7-inch on the 2 lower trims. Another cool feature is this fingerprint proof, almost like a houndstooth kind of material. So it feels great to touch, but it looks cool. And I'm putting my fingers all over it, but you don't see any fingerprints.
Like cars have that here, and it's a fingerprint magnet. So I'm glad that's pretty cool that they paid attention to that. Going back to the infotainment, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, can we expect that here?
Oh, absolutely. So standard across all the Civics. And then on the top touring trim, you get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Also, you get wireless charging as well.
Cool.
Also, when it comes to standard features, all of the Civics get a Honda sensing suite of driver assistive and safety equipment. So collision mitigating braking, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control. And talking about that, the adaptive cruise control, which you see an image of the vehicle here ahead, this is kind of cool in that when you operate the lights of the vehicle,
no, I like that.
It shows, and when this is on adaptive cruise control, if it senses a vehicle ahead, it will actually show a vehicle on that screen. If it's a motorbike, you know what? It'll show a motorbike.
Ah, that's cool. That's a nice little touch, and that's actually important, showing you that the car is actually paying attention to what's in front of it.
Exactly.
That's nice feedback.
And this is the first time with Honda we've got a full digital dash. And so we have various different modes, and you can kind of go to customize, and you can go to gauge design, and it's currently in a kind of a circular design, a round design that I like, but you can go to bar design, and it does this great little digital dance.
Yeah.
I like it in round. And so this is kind of a cool feature. Another cool feature is the drive modes.
Yeah.
So if we use this button down here, we can go to Econ, and that basically gives you the best fuel economy. And then we can go to normal, which is your standard around town, everyday driving. But then if you're in the twisties, you want to have a little fun, then you go into sport. And
everything goes red. I like that.
Oh, yeah. No, it's super cool. And it just changes the character of the car. And so it adjusts the throttle response as well as the transmission. It uses a CVT, a constantly variable transmission. But it has kind of shift points that really kind of feel very natural when you're using it. And so it adjusts that as well. So it's really cool. So you have 3 cars in one.
That is awesome. And if you guys are just tuning in, we're in the 2022 Honda Civic. We're in the inside of it right now, going through all the interior features, which is honestly super impressive. So if you guys have questions, we're going to answer that right now. So go over to the questions right here. Let's see. How about the SI? So can you tell us about if an SI is going to be coming, future?
Oh, absolutely. So obviously we're starting with the sedan. The sedan doesn't come with a manual, but the hatchback will be next. We'll definitely have a manual transmission, and arguably Honda makes the best manual transmissions. And then we will definitely have an SI, and as traditionally only comes with a manual transmission, that will be the case here. And for those super enthusiasts, yes, we will have a Civic Type R coming out, and again, that will be manual transmission as well.
Awesome. Let's see. We can talk about transmission options. Can you go over again the horsepower you can get from this Civic?
Yeah, so the two lower trims with the 2-litre engine is 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque. This Touring, the two top trims get the 1.5-litre turbo engine. That is bumped up by 7 horsepower to 180 horsepower and up 14 pound-feet of torque to 177. So you have a lot of oomph off the line.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about like pricing, when we can expect to see these on dealership?
Absolutely. Can't talk about pricing right now, but these will be on dealership floors in mid-June, and we'll have all the information, including prices, at time of on sale. So definitely visit your dealer, kick the tires, slam the doors, take it for a test drive, and they'll be able to give you all the information then.
Cool. Awesome. I'm going to see, let's see some more questions here. Let's see. VTEC, we did confirm there is going to be VTEC on the naturally aspirated and on the exhaust portion, on the exhaust valves for the turbo, right?
Absolutely. So VTEC in the traditional sense on the 2-litre normally aspirated with different valve openings. It assists in performance as well as fuel economy. There is a VTEC that operates on the exhaust valves.
Awesome. And then can we see the exterior? Let's do another walk around the exterior real quick for the people who are just tuning in, because this do look really nice on the outside too. So, all right, the one we're looking at right here is the sport trim. It's got the platinum white, so want to do a quick walk around here. Very aggressive front end, all new, very different from the last generation. The nice daytime running lights out front right there. And again, guys, this is the 2022 Honda Civic. It's gonna be coming out really soon. We're at Honda HQ showing you guys it here for the very first time in detail. This one is an HPD equipped sport package. So you have the 18-inch black wheels, blacked out mirror caps, side skirts right there, which are super nice and aggressive. You have a nice little HPD logo right there. So again, going around back real quick, guys, just want to show you blacked out deck lid spoiler, blacked out Civic badge, the Honda badge, the Sport, and you get an HPD badge right there. So, is anything you want to talk about your favorite feature of the exterior?
Absolutely. I mean, I love how athletic it looks. So, I mean, it really does have the sense of a premium sports sedan. And again, this is the Civic. This is what Honda does. They give premium content, premium performance, premium driving dynamics on an affordable package that's affordable for people to get their brand new first car. And so I'm so proud to work with Honda to offer this great new Civic.
That looks great. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Carl, for showing us the outside, the interior features. Thank you guys for asking all those amazing questions. More will be coming out on this soon, so stay tuned. And yeah, look forward to seeing more.